So, today, let's talk a little bit about what led me to the left-hand path. First, what I want to put out there is I was Christian. I was a Christian. Might be a surprise to some of you, might not. First of all, when I was a Christian and I was raised by a Christian family, my grandma was the main one that was trying to push all of this shit onto me. Okay? And I would listen to this utter bullshit about the devil being in the radio, about the devil being on television, having my life completely controlled, having every single fucking thing that I was considered fun, that was considered fun to me as a child, because I was only 2 and 3, being completely fucking taken away from me because of the fact that it was considered corrupted and that it was satanic or it was the devil. Not being able to watch Lemony Snicket's, growing up, not being able to watch Harry Potter, not being able to watch a series of different fucking shows for kids because it was deemed satanic and that it was the work of the devil, okay? Being told that the church was the most sacred building, that it was the house of the Lord. Let me fucking tell you what I saw in those churches. First of all, I saw actual shades and shadow people inside of the church bathrooms that would talk to me. I would communicate with them in the bathrooms. I would sit and listen to the deacon, talk, listen to the reverend talk, and I would see apparitions walking around them. I would see black shades and shadows walking with them. I would see things talking to them. I would see things whispering into people's ears inside of the church. So for them to say that it's a house of the Lord, if it was, why the fuck are these things here? That's when I first started questioning things. I got a little bit older. I was attending church a lot more. I kind of got into it. I asked one of my teachers, if we're bringing offerings so much, and so many people bring offerings, and when we see them in the auditorium, they have all these offerings, all these baskets to give money. Where does that money go? She couldn't answer me. She told me that it goes towards building the house of the Lord, probably after waiting about 2 minutes, hesitation to kind of think of something. In my opinion, it was bullshit to think of an excuse to give me so that I can kind of get steered away from the question. But I'm not the type to get steered away. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep prying until I know for a fact that I can understand and comprehend what it is that they're telling me. I'm trying to fathom this information that's kind of being brought forward. So when she responded to me, I kind of just sat there for a second, and then I asked, if all of that is true, why is there still a hole in the ceiling? Why does the pastor have this nice watch? Why does the pastor have this nice suit? Why is everyone that is a part of this oligarchy of a Christian family, why do they all, when they are higher up, have these suits and have all this stuff when all of us have clothes that are ragged? We're peasants. We still pray. We want prosperity. We want abundance. We want to be safe. We want to be protected. Why are we not protected like they are? Why are we not fed and having nice homes like they are? Why don't we have what they have? And there was always this comparison. There was always like, well, why don't I get that? Why does a pastor have that? Why do they get the money? Why does the pastor get the money at the end of the day? Why does everybody have to put their money in? Does he put his money in? Why does he have such a nice car? Why does everybody else have cars that aren't even nearly as close to what that model is? It's because churches get tax write-offs. Churches are exempt from taxes. They don't have to pay taxes. And I didn't learn that until I got a little older, okay? There's a lot that goes into this shit, but secondly, the thing that really made me kind of turn away from being a part of because it's a fucking cult. Religion any form of religion is a fucking cult. It doesn't matter any way they put it. It doesn't matter any way, shape, or form. You're in a fucking cult. That's truly what it is. And this is why I really steered away from it, because of the fact that there were so many rules and restrictions that kept me from being a kid. It was so much that I could not do. I couldn't try drinking. I couldn't smoke. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do this. I wanted to know why I couldn't do it. As a child, you children are going to ask all of these questions. I'd been told that I was going to go to hell, that I was going to burn in hell so many times that I just literally stopped giving a fuck. And then I wanted to know what hell was. I would ask so many questions. It almost drove me to the fucking brink of insanity, to the point of which I started getting actual visions and traveling to places astrally, leaving my body, because I would ask so many questions about this reality. I was such a fucking outcast growing up and moving into middle school, moving into elementary school, because of the fact that I asked so many fucking questions that made so many people uncomfortable. Okay? I would really question why there were all these commandments, why there were all these rules and sets and stuff like that. Who was Satan? Who was the devil? Who was this? Who was that? Who is Lucifer? Who are these beings that these people keep talking about? Why do they refer to the devil as being a fox, when the fox can be cunning, but the fox can be very, very lucky? Why why are certain animals shamed? Why are bulls shamed? Why were so many of these depictions of this devil compared to certain animals? Why were snakes being slammed so hard? And why are all these beautiful creatures that, if God made them, being slammed so hard? Why was divination? Why were all of these things being slammed so hard? If in fact I had these abilities, if in fact I was showing signs of having these abilities, it made me feel like I was unwanted and fucking unloved. That is what being a Christian made me feel. It made me feel like I wasn't fully in control of my life, and that I had to pray to get what I wanted. And half of the time when I did pray, I wasn't getting shit. And I'm not even gonna say half the time, because it was most of the time. There was only a certain time in which I started to kind of switch up my prayer and speak to my guides, speak to spirits, because I started consulting with spirits to be able to bring forward what I wanted as I got older. Okay, I would read the Bible, I would study it, and I would get a completely different perspective and understanding of what it was that was inside of the Bible. Okay, it really made me feel like I was fucking lied to and led astray. It pissed me off, so I started becoming this rebellious fucking teen. Now that I'm more mature, I can really see an amazing difference in myself ever since I have started to walk the left-hand path. I'm in control of shit that comes into my life. I'm in control of my reality. I'm in control of my protection. I'm in control of the outcome that's going to come from these spells that I'm doing. I'm in control of myself, my actions. I determine whether or not I'm going to go and commit something that is considered a sin. I determine whether or not what I do is good or bad, because I am a God of my own reality. And that's truly what it is. You're a creator. You are all creators. You should do what the fuck you want to do. Not to say that you should go out and do something illegal, but you should be able to do what it is that you love, that you're passionate about, and not feel guilty about it. So if you're someone who is a psychic or who does practice witchcraft, you should own that. You should be happy. And don't let anyone tell you how to live your life, how you should follow these rules that they don't follow, as hypocrites, because that's the system that that is the system that is built. It's a huge fucking hypocrisy. As a child, because I said that I was going to go to heaven, being told that I wasn't going to go to heaven, that I was going to go straight to hell for being so arrogant to think that God would actually allow me into heaven if I haven't been baptized or haven't repented and accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. But the thing that really threw me off is the fact that they always would say, Jesus is the one that died for their sins, so Jesus is their God. No, but I would ask other individuals, who is God? And they don't know who God is. They don't know if God has a face. They say don't worship false idols, but technically wouldn't Jesus be a false idol in a sense because of the fact that he has an image, he has a face, he has a structure, there's signs, there's the cross, there is him, his body, there's his head, there's his thorn of crowns. But who is God? Who is his father? Who is his father? This is what I would always ask. This is what I wanted to understand. Who the fuck is that? Because I don't know. Then it would make me feel like, okay, if I'm worshiping Jesus, then that means that I'm not worshiping God. So if I'm doing this, then it kind of defeats the purpose of worshiping a fucking God in the first place, because I don't know who the fuck God is. It would piss me off. It really would. It would send me on circles, and it almost drove me to fucking madness. Seriously. And for those of you who are still Christian, but you're curious, and that's why you've come to my channel, I can tell you right now, I've been through your thought process. I've been through what it is that you're going through right now. Okay? And honestly, I can tell you, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better while you walk that path. It doesn't. Everyone who says that has benefited them, that's their own perspective. This is my perspective, and this is my opinion from my experience as someone who questioned every single fucking thing. I can personally tell you, there was no one that could answer my questions in a way that made me understand and fully comprehend what it meant to be a Christian. And that's what led me to the left-hand path. Because I know what it means to be sovereign. I know what it means to be an individual. I know what it means to own myself, own my ability, and own my reality. I know what it means.